Hello and welcome to the Home and Learn video course for visualbasic.net. I'm Kenny Carney and we're going to continue with debugging. And in the previous lesson we did design time errors and we did runtime errors. Now we're going to do logic errors. So if you add a new button to your form, add a button. You can call it BTN logic errors if you like. Add some text. Logic errors. This is still text box 1. I've moved it from the top down to here. And so what is a logic error? But these ones is when your program, it doesn't behave quite the way you thought it would. You're expecting one answer, but you get another, different one. And I'll give you an example of that. Let's set up 3 variables. We'll call them x, as we'll do short, and we'll do y as short, and we'll have an answer as short. Here I want to multiply together 2 numbers, x and y, so I'll put something in x, say x. Let's see, I want 10.5. You may already have spotted the problem. I hope you have. But y equals 3, so I want to multiply x by y, and so equals x multiplied by y, and I will put the results in text box 1. Text equals answer. Let's see what happens. What I'm expecting to happen is y will be 3 multiplied by 10.5. I'm expecting 31.5. So I'm expecting. Let's see what we get. Oh, we get 30, not 31.5. So why did that happen? These are the kind of things you've got to think about for your logic errors when it doesn't go to plan. And of course, we've got a short there. They're all shorts. And we've got 10.5 there. That is a floating point number. And that's short. That will be an integer, a whole number. So I need that to be a floating point type. So I can use single. So does that solve the problem? I'm starting 10.5 and a single, which is floating point. Will that solve the problem? No, it's 32 this time. Seems to have rounded things up. So y is 3. Let me have the answer. What if the answer was also single? Yes, that one. That's debugging 31.5. I've got the answer I was expecting. But answer is going to be also floating point number. Yeah, I need a single variable type. You could also add a single variable type for y as well. But I think that's okay. Right, so I want to show you a more complicated logic error. I'm going to delete all of this and I'm going to paste in some code. Right, so here is my code. It is a little bit complicated. I've got a for loop there, I've got a text box at the bottom. What am I trying to do? What I'm trying to do, I want to count how many letters. No, I don't. I want to count how many times the letter G appears in the word debugging. How many G's are there? Right, so this is the code I've wrote. Well, let me see what the answer is. See if I've correctly counted them. Logic errors. No, G appears 0 times in debugging, which quite clearly is not correct. It should be 3 in that one, shouldn't it? So what I think I'm doing, I think I'm taking a single character from here. Right, str text is debugging in a dot substring. I'm hoping that means take a single character from str text and store it in letter, which is a char variable. Char variables only hold a single character. Then I've got an if statement. If that letter equal G, and I'm incrementing this letter count variable. That's what I think I'm doing. not quite clearly, and it's not doing it because I've got 0. So what kind of tools have you got at your disposal to try and solve the problem? First port of call can be something called a breakpoint. Have a look at your debug menu, new breakpoint. To add a breakpoint, all you need to do is click inside the margin here, the grey area. Let me click inside here. Right, so when I run the program, it's going to stop here at the breakpoint. Right, the program itself is going to still be running. What will be going live to the program, as it were. I'll show you how that works. If I click debug, start debugging this time. If I click the button now, it's going to break out, and it's immediately going to go to that breakpoint. It's highlighted the line now. And what you can do, because your program is still running, there's the stop button. If you wanted to stop it, we don't. So you can debug, and you've got 3 options. Step into, F11, step over, F10, step out, shift, put F11. One I use the most is F11 usually on your keyboard. Right, so I'm going to tap F11, and you'll see the highlighted line moves down to letter. What you can do at this point, if you hold your mouse over any of these variables, it shows you what's in it. Debugging, text visualizer. The I variable is holding 0. Right, that's okay. The length is 9. How many characters are in debugging? So this line, letter, it's still null because we haven't executed the line yet. We haven't pressed F11 to move it down. Let me do so now. F11. Right, what is in letter? I've got E. Why have I got E in there? Surely you think it should be D. C chart. Right, so I'm pressing F11 again. Trying to figure out what's going on. See, if letter equals G, it doesn't. It holds this is an E at the moment. So this part doesn't get executed because letter is not G. So it moves on again. F11. Next I. Right, moving down all the time. Still E. It's supposed to be looping through all the characters. I'm clearly not getting that. And letter is still E. If you have a look down here in this area, click on locals, and you get a whole host of things here. Most importantly, you get all of these variables that you're trying to check. There's the I1, which is on 2. Letter count 0, and that's still on 0. That's the text was debugging. The letter, which we're trying to get at, that's stuck on E as a char. These will change if I press F11 again. Let me press it a few times. Right, the I count is now 3, but letter is still stuck on E. So that's why it's not counting. So it's still stuck on the E of debugging. So what has gone wrong? So clearly the line in question that's incorrect is this one, because letter is not incrementing. It's not going to the next one. And let me click on this one again, debug. Start debugging. Logic errors, it breaks out again. If you click on watch 1, you can watch a particular variable. Let me type a letter here. Letter. You can see I've got that one there. Value. Null chart because we haven't done anything. Now if I press F11, and I go down, it's changed, say E. So we're watching this particular variable. And let me go around again, keep watching the code. There's the highlighted line. It doesn't change. It's still stuck on E. So that's the watch. You can set it to watch a particular variable. Go back to locals. I is on 4, so that's clearly incrementing. The problem I've got is for this substring. I'm using it incorrectly. In between round brackets, It's supposed to grab a single character at a time, but it's only grabbing the one. The substring, it starts at 0. So it goes 0, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it starts at 0, but I'm starting at 1. I want to get that to start at 0. So I can use the I, right? I equals 0 here. I will be changing each time around the loop because we saw that from the locals. So I can stick an I in there. And let's see whether that has changed anything. Debugging. Click my logic errors again. Breaks out to the highlighted line. This time I'm clicking on watch again. It's still there. Pressing F11. Now it's got D inside. Capital D. That seems a lot better, doesn't it? E, go through the loop again. D, yes, now we've got an E. B, and we've got the B. Go back to the locals. Right, I is 2. Letter B. Right, that's a lot more helpful. E. Through that, the U, we'll get the G the next time round. Yeah, we've got a G. Letter count. So it's gone inside here now. If let equals G, and it does. If I wanted to, I could set up, what do you set the letter count? Letter count. Value, it's on 1. Let me press F11 again. You get it again. Letter is G if letter equals G. Letter count, let's change to 2. So I'm watching 2 variables now. Letter is G, letter count is 2. My I variable is 5 from the loop. Alright, seems to be going okay. So I can stop the program and I can click here again and it'll see the breakpoint has been removed. Now the program should be run as expected. Logic errors. G appears 3 times in debugging. And we got the correct answer. We did that by using a breakpoint and locals window and watching a particular variable. I think I'm going to leave it there for this video and we will move on to something else in the next tutorial. Thank you.